Well, Vinny. What?
Hi, Arne. A big game of two halves. What was your message to the players at half time, or what was you thinking? And were you calm? Were you angry? How were you after that first half?
I didn't give them compliments at half time, I can tell you. Maybe it was because I was sitting up there instead of being at the line, because I know from experience, not that I've been suspended before, but yeah, in England I was, but that when you watch a game over there, you always feel like, maybe I can even play in this game. But if you're then at the line, it's always more tempo. But I don't think I was wrong this time if I said at halftime that energy levels were far, far, far too low. And that is what had to change. And that's why we made 3 substitutions. Just to, apart from bringing in quality, also create something. Because 9 out of 10 times when you take 3 out, the other 8 are like, ooh, something else should happen. And that's the only thing I could come up with at halftime. To create something different for the second half.
Do you think they consideration to take Darwin off because of what happened just a few times on the yellow card, and that even in your mind?
In the end, I took him off because he was on yellow. But I always hate the idea if we need to score goals that to take someone off that can score a goal. So that's why it wasn't in my mind to take him off, because I was already planning on after these 3, if we don't score a goal, then Jot needs to come in and we have to go even more offensive. So with Cody being out, it isn't like we have that many attacking options left. So that's why I took a certain risk of keeping him. A number 9 that is on yellow is a difference than Costas. So I took Costas out for that reason, because he was on yellow. And second of all, of course, I also knew that Robbo always creates something with his energy, with his mentality, not only in the team, but also with the fans. And yeah, there's a reason why Maka is a World Cup winner, because he always shows up when you need him in terms of mentality. And that's also definitely what he brought in the second half. Yeah, but that's also the life of a number 9. You go from missing a chance to scoring an important goal to then all of a sudden missing a chance again. But I think today, especially in the second half, you also saw the work rate he can bring to the team. And but the main thing that happened was in the second half that we started to play in a different tempo, not only without the ball, but also with the ball. So I think the first goal, if you look at Lucio, how he takes that 1v1 on, I don't think I can select a clip where that happened in the first half. Not a lot. And in the second clip, the second goal, Ryan Gravenberg pushed up all the way at the 18-yard line to win that ball, which led to the foul on Darwin, where in the first half, every ball that fell out, they could just pick up the ball and start to play. And the energy in the stadium for the players and by the fans was the second half completely different than the first half.
I'm István Drescher from Hungary. I'm for Sport news site. One question about Dominic. They play a lot of games now. What is the physical condition of Szoboszlai?
You didn't select the right game. Because every time I'm sitting here, I'm talking about Dominic, I'm talking about, he's a machine. He just can't keep on going, running. But it was maybe the first time this season that I saw different energy from him, which is maybe normal. Maybe I made a mistake by playing him because he gives so much every single game. Now, the good thing is he only played 45. So he's more rested for the upcoming week now than he is when I would have played him for 90. And the good thing for me is I have more than only one good midfielder in terms of Dominic. We have quite a few, and Harvey came in really strong and helped the team again after him helping the team against Paris Saint-Germain also.
Any concerns looking ahead to Tuesday next week about the energy level that you saw in the first
No, because I know these players can come up with completely different energy levels than they came up with today in the first half. I think it was maybe the first time this season that I saw this tempo. Maybe it had to do with me sitting high up, or do you agree with me that the first half was... okay, then I saw it correctly. It had nothing to do with me sitting over them. If these people know anything about football, do they?
Yes.
Yeah, they do. Okay. What was the question? Oh yeah, can they go? Yeah. No, I think Paris Saint-Germain showed us the right example. They played Lille in incredible intensity, 4-0 up at half-time, and then they played against us. And that intensity I haven't seen before in a game we played this season. So we have to not only so when I look at the game against Paris Saint-Germain, we have to go one step up in terms of intensity. If I compare it with the game today, we need to go 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 steps up in terms of intensity if we want to have any chance of reaching the next round.
Last few we go 1, 2, 3 at the back.
Was it a difficult decision not to start Harvey after his heroics in Conway?
It's always a difficult decision not to start Harvey, not to start Wata, not to start all the other ones that I don't play. But if someone comes in 5 minutes and he touches his first ball, scores a goal, and then change your whole idea about all the lineups you made before, that would be a bit out of line, or you say it differently. In Dutch we say it differently, but that would be a bit weird as well. So yeah, he had a good impact on the game today. Yet again, a good impact on the game. That's why he got 45 minutes today as well, because he did so well in Paris. But there's also a reason why I play so many times the other ones, and all the time they deserved that trust. But today, if I could do it one more time over, I would have started differently than I started today. But you don't know this in advance.
Can you see Harvey Elliott doing enough to get into your starting 11? Like, his confidence today seemed off the chart, probably after Wednesday.
Yeah.
Can you see him doing enough to get in there? Will there be enough time for him?
Yeah, there's enough time. We play 9 more games in the Premier League, and hopefully a few more in the Champions League as well. We've won the League Cup. So what it is with him, it is also with other players. They are in competition with so many good players, and that makes it sometimes difficult to make a lineup. But it always helps to bring in performances in like this for him, but also Wata. He came in 15 minutes before the end, and again he showed how important he is for this team, and the others as well. So. He trains really well. He does this, and that's I said it many times about Wata. I can say the same about Harvey. Hardly any playing time, but just keeps on going. And then when your moment comes, then you can show your quality, and that's the biggest compliment I can give him. But also the biggest what he brings to the team is that he just kept on going. Because I've experienced more than enough players that if they are in the same situation like him or Wata, they start to do less and less. And when you then play him, you will probably not ask me why you don't play him. And this is the situation we want as a team. And it makes it sometimes difficult for me, that's true.
Well, last one.
Just Gakpo, have you been on the bench today, Arne? Or did you say...
No. Otherwise I would have taken him, because this was the most important game of the week, like I told you. And the first of 3 finals. So if he would have been able, I would definitely have him on the bench. But unfortunately he wasn't. But I do hope that the 2 next finals we play a bit better than the first one.
Thank you, John.